How's everyone doing? So guys, please invite followers. Those of you who are in the LA area, especially, and you plan on going to the makeup show, this is going to be particularly, hello Evelisa! This is going to be particularly good for you because if you attend the makeup show and you're just there shopping, you know, there's so many educational opportunities aside from what you see on the main floor that I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about, especially the ones I'm personally presenting and teaching, as well as some of what my colleagues James, Orlando, Bethany, and David Hernandez are. I see you over the weekend. We'll be at Kevin O'Quan booth. Whoop, whoop. That's good. That's my girl Evelisa. She moved out there from New York, and so I got some friends. That's good. So guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about what is it that you can expect from the Makeup Show LA as far as education. I'm going to first talk to you a little bit about what I'm presenting and what you're going to get out of those hands-on workshops if you happen to be with me next weekend. I'm also going to tell you a little bit about what Orlando's doing, what Bethany's doing, what David's doing, what James is doing. So for a while I went to the makeup show and I had no idea that there was all this other education on another floor that was extremely well priced for what it is by amazing educators who are people who educate in their own right, have their own school, you know, they produce their own brand, and they just happen to be at your fingertips at the makeup show. So if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Dani Fonseca. I run a company called The Body of Art. I also have a secondary version of that, which is The Body of Artists. I educate all around the world. I work with the Makeup Forever Academies in Paris, Hong Kong, and New York, the Academy of Freelance Makeup in London and New York. I've also worked many years with Tem2, Mayron, whole bunch of people. So I've definitely had my foot in the door of education for a very long time, and I am a working makeup artist and do crazy shit too. So if you're just joining us, thank you so much for the beautiful colored hearts. Look at the hearts. Did you ever know that the hearts that you tap on, they actually match some colors that are going on in the image? So you guys are getting like colors of my sweater and teal and the colors of my lipstick. Rockin'! That's the BOA colors, yo! That's awesome. So if you're just joining us, please swipe to the right, share with followers, make sure that everyone you know is getting the 411 on what's going on in LA. Again, my name is Dani Fonseca. And I'm going to be presenting mainly on Saturday, the 19th, and I'm going to be doing a kit focus on Sunday, the 20th, but Orlando, Bethany, James, and David will also be there, so I'm just going to get started. So first of all, I'm going to be teaching a hands-on workshop called Emphasis on Eyes. Some of you may have taken this before, but of course, if you're taking it with me, it will be different from if you took it from Orlando, if you took it from Danessa, if you took it from James. So you may want to take it again because I do eyes and teach eyes a lot differently than other people. Some things are the same, but basically what you can expect from Emphasis on Eyes, here's what I find. In the makeup industry, we get really stale on how we do our makeup, and we have the same way that we do things with the color on the lid and a color in the crease and a color on the brow, and then we do our brows a certain way and our liner a certain way, and sometimes we get disenchanted about how we actually do eyes. And it's always good to see another person's technique or different ways to do it, so you break outside of that box and you get inspired and enlivened about different ways that you can do eyes, whether you're doing bridal, you know, everyday people for events, or you're doing celebrity, or you're doing film or television. There's so many different things that you can do with eyes and different techniques in which you can do it, and I'll be covering a lot of different products that you can use as far as priming, you know, kind of eccentric, like creative stuff. So we'll be doing everything that will help you with your makeup artistry, whatever genre you happen to be in. And if you're in LA, you're probably doing, you know, anywhere from film and television to bridal to special event to red carpet. So I will be focusing on eyes, and if you guys have seen my work, I love eyes. Eyes is the window to the soul, and everybody's got a different type and shape of eye that a certain look is going to make it stand out even more. So here's the thing. With eyes, we're going to focus on, you know, different eye shapes, clearly. What are some good makeup looks that go with different eye shapes, closed set, wide set, almond shape, like ones that people have issues where there's like a lot of skin here and then a little lid, and how do you make those people look just, you know, have big eyes and sexy and dramatic if you want. Thank you, Liz. So we're going to be focusing on that. I'm going to be showing you guys some different techniques with brushes, some different techniques with liquid liner, some different techniques with brows, but it's all going to be emphasis on eyes, and it's 3 hours. So the first, you know, hour we're going to be doing some demos, hopefully on more than one model, so you guys get to see some different techniques, and then you guys get to practice on each other. So that workshop is only $140, and you get to play with all the products that are in the room. So once you're done with this workshop, and the workshop is at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and it goes till 1 p.m. So it's not like you're locked in there all day. You have get some great ideas, and then you get to go out and shop and find some of the products we either use in the workshop, or you can explore different products on the floor. So emphasis on eyes is really going to be a lot of fun. And here's the thing that I love is, like, I don't care how long I've been in the business. I watch other people do makeup all the time, my colleagues, my friends, and I'm always learning something new. So if you're like, I got eyes covered, well, you're kind of chopping yourself off the knee, because my website is, thank you, it is thebodyofart.com. Or if you want the educational version of our company, it's thebodyofartists.com. So www.thebodyofart.com, or just add artists, and then you'll get to the workshops, seminars, and the leadership program that we do here in New York City. So you guys get me from New York City, guys. I am born and bred in New York City, just like Orlando, and we are going to rock it. It's going to be fun, be with our LA friends. You're welcome. So that's emphasis on eyes. Then afterwards, I'm going to be doing something, a workshop called Makeup for Photography. And I love this workshop because I find that when people are doing makeup, they have to understand lighting, they have to understand scenarios. Will not be coming to the Atlantic pop-up show as far as I know. But you guys, if you guys like, you know, our workshops and stuff like that, we have a program where you can definitely host a workshop and be able to take it for free. Of course, I'll be in the makeup show in New York. I live here. Even if I wasn't working, I'd stumble in there somehow. Thank you for posting that. Whoever did that, I didn't. Oh, it's Inner Beauty Out. Thank you so much. So yeah, so basically the Makeup for Photography workshop is really about you understanding the dynamic of the job you're doing, the lighting, how to talk to your photographer and understand what he's doing, what he needs you to do. There's every scenario from available lighting to flash lighting to natural lighting. So it's, you know, sometimes people do makeup and then their model walks out there and it's either not enough or it's too much, and there's a sweet spot there. And sometimes you're doing makeup that is not only going to be under cameras in a studio, but that person's going to walk outside either on the red carpet or down an aisle at the, you know, at a wedding, and you need to know the difference, or makeup that can transcend to both. And we do that practice in the workshop. I do a look for you and I show you the difference. I even show you some examples of different photography and what's available to you and what are some scenarios you might bump into, and how to learn vocabulary so that you can talk to your photographer or your client and understand exactly what it is that you need to get under, you know, get on the face, so that it not only shows up well in all different lightings, but in the particular lighting that makes sense for what you're doing. So thank you again for all the hearts, guys. So again, my name is Danny Fonseca. If you're just joining us, we're talking about education at the Makeup Show LA, which is next weekend. If you guys get there early, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about Orlando's workshop. On Friday, Orlando's doing a all-day workshop for the perfect bride. So if bridal is your market, or you're wanting to get into the bridal market, he's going to be covering everything from, you know, if you were in a salon, what are kind of some services that you can offer and how that you approach that. If you're a freelancer, what are the best products to buy and have in your kit to make the bride long lasting. So this is an all-day workshop. So it's $300, but it's totally worth it. And if you guys don't know who Orlando Santiago is, he has his own school in Florida. And he has been educating as long as I've been educating. We actually grew up together in the makeup industry. We worked at MAC a million years ago together. So we're like little brother and sister. But he's an amazing educator and makeup artist. And he will be covering, you know, the perfect bride all day Friday. Then you've got the Saturday workshop. So for some reason you're just not into mine, which is emphasis on eyes or makeup for photography. Orlando's doing our understanding color theory and color correction at the same time as my emphasis on eyes. If you have never taken that before, anything about color theory, you have to do it at some point. It is amazing, and it's amazing to learn. Like in my color theory class, I teach people how to make their own foundation off of a flash palette. You can make any foundation off of a flash palette. And if you understand color theory, you totally could do that, and you can, you know, do some interesting things under twisting foundations that you already have, understanding, you know, what works with different eye colors, all this kind of stuff. Then my dear friend Bethany Towns is going to be doing fundamentals of complexion and contour. We have an insane contour craze right now, and what people don't know is that contouring and highlighting have been a part of makeup since the beginning of time. But all of us, now that we have Instagram, everybody wants to know how to contour and highlight, and it's not all about, yeah, Lero's taken, I love how you did the red, yellow, and blue. You're so cute, Lero. So, yeah, so the complexion and contour is really great for people who, sometimes it's just the fundamentals that you think you know, and then there's some, oh my God, like a light bulb goes off on your head. So definitely check that out as well. That's at 1:30. Then on Sunday, I'm doing a kit focus with special effects products. Now, those of you who are on Facebook, if you have not seen the kind of special effects that came out of my airbrush boot camp last week, you need to check it out. It's pretty freaking rad. So we did a 3-day airbrush boot camp here in New York from the Body of Artists, and we covered everything from basic complexion to red carpet and bridal. And the 3rd day we did a special effects, bruises, cuts, and then we eventually did some awesome zombie makeup. And we also had my friend Craig Lindbergh in the class, who's done makeup for The Walking Dead. And this is what I mean. If you're a makeup artist and you think you've learned it all, you're crazy, because Craig has worked on, you know, Orange is the New Black. He's worked on The Walking Dead. He's worked on Saturday Night Live. And basically, he came to my class because he wanted to learn more about airbrushing. My Facebook page is, and I've got a couple of them. You've got facebook.com/The Body of Art, which is the Body of Art page. You've got facebook.com/Danny Fonseca Artist page. You've got the group, The Body of Artists Learning Opportunities. That is a group with all of our BOA community, where we share educational opportunities and so on and so forth. So on that page, you would be able to see all the pictures from the workshop. And we don't just practice, we actually do photo shoots where you can use these pictures for your portfolio. And these pictures came out hilarious. There was just like four models, and they looked sick, like literally sick. Like if you saw them before breakfast, you might get sick. So I digress. So if you go to the makeup show and you're looking to get little tiny tips of information about products, there is this Kit Focus series that goes all day in room 3, and I'm going to be focusing on effects products. So anything that I normally use or other people use to create special effects for TV and film. So if you're in TV and film, you're trying to get into the union, this needs to be in your portfolio, needs to be in your reel. So basically, I'm going to show you a myriad of different special effects products that I have used and things that have been introduced to me that I may not have even used yet, but I've heard about. So I'm going to give you some information about that. So if you only have an hour, it's only 20 bucks. There's a bunch of different ones that I'm going to read off to you in a second. Also on Sunday, you've also got Orlando's Red Carpet Beauty and Beyond. You've got Bethany's Editing and Examining Your Work. Oh, I mean, I can't even tell you how many makeup artists do not do that. They do not know how to edit their work in their own portfolio. They do not know how to step back from the work that they're already doing and understand that maybe this is too much, maybe this isn't enough, and really tweaking and really fine detailing everything in your work. This is what separates a makeup artist from someone who is just doing makeup. Then you've got David Hernandez, who's a good friend of mine as well. He's going to do From Prep to Set, durable makeup for every artist. And then you've got Orlando as well doing editorial beauty. So there's a lot of stuff going on, guys. All you need to do is go to the Makeup Show website, makeupshow.com, and click on the LA, and then you'll see a drop-down menu for education, and you will see not only the stuff you see on the floor, which is what we all see, which is from different brands and so on and so forth, but you're going to see the stuff that's behind the scenes that is prime A education. Thanks, Eugenia. Are you going to be there, Eugenia? I need another hug from you. I know it's only been a month, but I need more. So, but yeah, so you guys definitely, one of the things that happens to us in the makeup industry is we're constantly doing makeup and getting bored with ourselves. Yay! And when we get bored with ourselves, it's because we're not inspired. We're doing the same shit every single day, and you need to kind of break out of your box. And the best way to do that is get education. And there's no better place than the Makeup Show that gives you education, not only on the floor, but prime education with people who've been educating for years. Now, let me just talk about that for a second, because I think we're going to end up, me, Michael DeVellis, and James Vincent, and a whole bunch of people are going to do a panel on how to pick good education, because now all you have to do is go on YouTube and Instagram, and everybody's a freaking educator with makeup. Meanwhile, all they've been doing is doing makeup on themselves. And if you ask them to do makeup on somebody else, they're like, don't know what to do. How do I do this color on someone? I don't understand. Because you know what? If you only know your own face, you're not a makeup artist. If you're a makeup artist, you should be MacGyvering every little piece of shit that you can understand. Like, you're like, oh shit, this person has this foundation that I don't even understand. I don't have it in my kit. How do I make it? How can I tap fast enough? I love you. Thank you. Let's put the hands up. I love this emoji. Yes. So, here's the thing is, you know, good makeup education is as follows. And I'm going to briefly say it, but I swear to you, we're going to be doing a panel about it soon, whether it's in New York or it's in LA. I love you guys. What's going to happen is this. You are going to first have to research the educator. Just because they've been doing makeup for years does not make one a great educator. A great educator has the ability to relate material, not only from demoing, but to be able to tell you, you know, in layman's terms, meet you where you're at, because everyone is of a different level, let's say, you know. And in my classes, if I had a girl come in, she'd never done makeup at all, ever before. And then I have people who've been doing makeup for 15 years. I have to be able to, yes, there are makeup classes that cater to different levels, but I have to be able to relate information that someone who has barely started their career can understand, and someone I can relate to who is super skilled will understand. So there's that. So if they have been doing education for a while, you want to try to find out who's taken their classes and if they're any good. Because you can walk in there and see a great demo, but if they don't understand how to explain it to you on how to do it, You sit there and you paid all this freaking money and you walk out and you're like, I don't really understand what they did. And I walk out of there and you spent all that money to what? Watch a celebrity do what he always does? So you can do that for free. It's called Find Them Backstage at Fashion Week and blah, 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 blah. So, but if you want good education, you want to find someone who takes the time, who listens to you, listens to what your needs are, has an understanding of what you want to get out of that workshop, and then make sure they deliver so that you are a satisfied customer. I don't give a shit how much money they make in the industry and how many fucking celebrities they do. If they cannot relate to you and where you're at, Inner Beauty, yeah. Well, this is my package. It's called The Realness, and sometimes I curse too much, but hey, whatever. So, it's the important thing is if you're gonna drop money, you don't drop money for a name. I don't care who they are, how long. Like, love Pat McGrath. She's a freaking idol. But if she couldn't sit there and provide something for me to understand and relate to the way that she does makeup and her techniques and take the time to explain it to me and so that I can take it home with me and apply it in my own artistry, what's the point? You know, so please be careful, everybody. You're not just buying education because someone is a famous makeup artist. You're buying education because you want to walk away with something you can apply to your artistry. And that includes someone who has been educating for a while. Myself, I've been teaching since I was 16 years old, and I'm almost 38. I've been teaching makeup since probably 2004, and but I went to school for art education, so I've known how to teach makeup my entire life. I mean, teach art at least for my entire life, so I understand the dynamic. Orlando's worked at many different schools before he opened up his academy. Danessa has been teaching forever. You know, all of us, we have invested time and energy into creating exceptional education. So please be careful where you drop your money and who you listen to, because if someone's just been doing makeup on themselves and they're trying to tell you, you know, the products that are good for themselves and how, I mean, like, honestly, like, there's going to be certain key products that I can use on this person, but I can't use on that person. So if they're only telling you on their own experience, on their own face, that's great. That's a consumer-based, like, education, but it does not make you a good educator in makeup. So thank you guys for joining. If you are in the New York area or you're within the tri-state area of New York, we've had students come from Philadelphia, Chicago, Virginia, Boston. We are a New York City based outfit. We do hands-on workshops. We mostly specialize in boot camps because I believe that if you're going to do something, do it at least 3 days in a row, because you're going to get a multitude of practice. Jersey, whoop, that's right. Thank you, Eugenia. That means a lot coming from you. Eugenia Weston. I mean, I love this woman. You guys all heard of Anastasia Brows? Well, guess who helped get that person started and is the pioneer of creating brows, like actually hand cut her own stencils back in the day, like by hand. So if you want to know about brows is a big craze right now. You better be walking over to the Senna booth and introduce yourself to Eugenia Weston. She is an idol to all of us, and you guys better pick up some shit at her booth this weekend. I'm not kidding. Seriously. So, but as for me, yes, she will have a class this weekend too. And again, amazing educator. You've been in the business this long. Someone who caters to people's needs and is always sharing, always, I mean, I can't talk enough about Eugenia. So, as for my stuff, the Body of Artists, we are a huge community. We love to do creative makeup, like do makeup that is outside your box. Even if you're only doing bridal and very basic makeup, there's a lot of things that you can learn from body painting and airbrushing. So the next upcoming workshops we do have a creative 101 Beauty workshop in April. It's the 24th and 25th. It was personally designed for people who are already doing body painting and face painting, but it's a 101 makeup class. So if you guys are just getting started and you're in the New York area and you want really good color theory education and, you know, ability to practice and, you know, get photographs for your portfolio, then you want to try that one out. We also have our body art boot camp coming up in May. It's the end of May, or it's one of the 20s, 24th, 25th, something like that. I'll come back to you. But it's at the end of May. But you know what? All you have to do is go to www.thebodyofartists.com and you click on the Learn section, and there's all of our seminars and workshops. Our seminars are free. They are like 2-hour seminars where I do a demo and have a really fun, interesting theme. And if you attend those seminars, you get a super discount on the hands-on workshops. So please check out the website. Please think about the Body Art Boot Camp coming up in May. There are pictures online to show you what past students have done, and it's been phenomenal. Like, blows my mind what students come out with. So you get portfolio pictures, because I'm a photographer and I take them myself and I edit them myself, so that you walk away with stuff for your portfolio. So, what else do I have to say? I think that's it. Also, next month in April, we have a leadership program for makeup artists. It is a 6-month program that takes you through your business, your artistry, as well as a way to contribute your talents back to the world, so that you are not just feeding yourself, but you are using your God-given gifts and you are helping others out there in need. This program is 6 months, but you can do most of it from home. There are some on-site stuff, but that is coming up, and we're doing a guest event at the Makeup Forever Academy in New York on April, I believe it's 7th. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Battery's running out on my iPad. So yes, so April 7th, Thursday night from 6 to 8 at the New York Makeup Forever Academy. It's open for everyone. You guys get a taste of what the program is like. And you also get a discount opportunity there if you show up. It's mostly for anybody who has either gone to school and they're looking to see where they're taking their next steps in their career, or you've been freelancing for 2 years and you're getting stuck and you really need some great guidance and community and support, as well as education on business and networking and branding and marketing and all that kind of stuff. It's a great program. We've been doing it for 5 years, and anybody who's done it, they love it. So so please check us out. If not, I hope to see you guys next weekend. There's a gala on Friday night, and we all get gussied up, and we'll be honoring some very special people in the industry. I won't, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I won't say who, but we will be honoring people and getting dressed up and celebrating our community. So if you are in town on Friday night, you should definitely try to get tickets to that gala. It's kind of amazing. And that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Love you all. Please, once this is over, share on your Facebook pages, share on your Twitter pages. Just let people know, because the problem is this great education, not a lot of people know about it. I didn't even know about it when the makeup show started, so I just found out about it like within the last, couple years, and now I get to be an educator and I get to do it backstage and, make it happen. But people don't know about it, and they should, because the teachers that are teaching are kind of amazing. Not to toot my own horn, but beep, beep. So, love you guys. Be well, have gratitude for everything that you have, even if it's tough out there, because it always gets better, and there's lots of support around you, and, just be you. Love you, love you, love you, and I'll check you out on Facebook. So, bye-bye.